Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading and I'm going to use my Tarot Grand Lux. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. Alright, so current situation for Capricorn. We have the Seven of Pentacles. What is that crossed by? We have the Six of Wands. What do you need to focus on? The King of Wands. Your past or what you're leaving behind. Empress. Ooh, your strengths, hard worker. Near future, Eight of Pentacles. Advice, King of Cups. Let it go, let it go. Environment, taking it one day at a time. Hopes and fears, Two of Cups. And potential outcome, we have the Page of Swords. Right, seeing a difficult situation as a new opportunity. Right, lessons learned. So, let's see, let's grab these. Current situation, we have the Seven of Pentacles, so it's like taking a break from something, like you're moving along. I feel like you're rethinking. I feel like you're moving along, but I almost feel like, do you feel like you're following a pattern? I almost feel like you're going down a path, like you're making some choices, or maybe you're in a relationship and all of a sudden you're starting to have that feeling that, is this really something that I want to have? And like you're seeing, okay, are you starting to shut down? Right. And then the Two of Wands. You know how sometimes is like you try and you're like, okay, this time around, or this sorry, again, my brain goes quicker than my mouth. That this relationship or this situation, I'm going to try and make this different. I'm going to try and make this new. And I feel like you've tried that, but you're starting to see red flags. Like you're starting to see old patterns. Like you're starting to see yourself regress and go backwards with a situation. And I feel like you're kind of at that, okay, wait a minute. This is starting to feel familiar in a bad way or a negative way. And I need to think about this. Because I feel like you're starting to shut down. I feel like you're starting to back away, that you're starting to question things. And then especially with this, what you need to focus on is, what is this old patterns for a situation that you're starting to fall into that are not in a good way. And even if you've been in the situation for a while, but you're recognizing it now, that's what you need to focus on, is like, hey, and not be upset with yourself that you've fallen back into those same patterns and those same situations, and to not beat yourself up about it, but to say, hey, I've learned it. I feel like you're learning this quicker than before. So it's maybe before you were in that situation for a longer time, but now it's like a shorter time, or you're realizing it and you're seeing, hey, I think there's red flags going on. I think that there's this negativity going on that I want to address. And being able to address it and work through it rather than sweeping it under the rug. What are you leaving behind? We have the Seven of Cups, we have the Empress, and we have the Seven of Swords. Like it's almost like that it was growing and it was turning into something that was being negative. And you're leaving that behind because you're seeing that sooner, like you're recognizing that sooner. Your strengths, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is you're a hard worker. Like I really feel like you're working on yourself. I feel like you have a lot of hurt. You have a lot of disappointment. But I also feel like you're working on that. Like you're working to change that. You're working to remove yourself from that energy. I feel like you may have been focusing a lot on that in the past, or that you've had these things happen, and that, like, yes, we all have that, right? We all have hurt. We all have letdown. We all have disappointment. But I feel like you're working on that because you want change. And like I've said before, where I've had for Capricorn a lot of the Tower cards coming out a lot. And I feel like that's part of the Tower energy for Capricorn, is that making those changes and say, yeah, like in the past, I used to always keep myself in that energy and I used to be in it too long. But now I'm seeing that, hey, I don't want to be in that. And I feel like you're really trying to work on yourself to get yourself in a good place. With the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And I love this card because look how hard he's working, right? Like he's trying to learn different things. He's trying to change things up. He's trying to, I love it. Ace of Swords, right? Learning new patterns. I love it. I love when the cards come together. You're learning and you're changing and you're learning new patterns and you're analyzing things and you're looking at things and you're saying, okay, I see that I was repeating the pattern, and so now I want to break that cycle and change things up. We have the Advice, which is the King of Cups, which I always feel like is, for me, I feel like the King of Cups represents letting things go and not letting things bother you, and to focus on what is important to you. Yeah, like Ten of Pentacles. What is your Ten of Pentacles? What makes you happy? What makes you feel comfortable? What makes you feel good? Reaching out to those people that make you feel good and feel happy. The environment is just taking it one day at a time. And sometimes we can get frustrated and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I fell back into that same pattern, or I put myself in this situation again. And yes, that's the way that you can look at it. But you can also look at it as, hey, I realized it sooner and I'm doing something about it. So being proud of yourself and taking it one situation at a time and focusing on the positive, being happy, releasing yourself, moving forward and saying, okay, this is a situation that I'm going to learn from. And moving forward, you know, I'm proud of myself and I'm going to focus on the positive. Hopes and fears is those relationships, right? So if this relationship is ending, you're like wondering, you know, am I going to find that new relationship? But then it's also that hopes is that, yes, like I'm going to find that relationship that has that connection, right? With the two hands holding together. It's that tight connection because you want the best for yourself, right? You want the best for yourself. You want the best relationships for yourself. Friends, family member, partnerships, connections. You are working on that. I love it. That's so cool. Potential outcome is, yeah, like working on a difficult situation, but looking at the positive, right? Seeing the positive. Yes, this was a challenge that you went through, but feeling more grounded and saying, even though it was hard for you to go through, but to be able to say, I'm glad that I did go through it because I was able to learn. I was able to see that I am growing, that yes, I may have fallen back into the same old pattern, but I was able to see it and pull myself out of it, right? And to let go and to feel calmer and not be stressed about things. Okay, so I feel like let's grab an energy oracle for the reading. And okay. It took a little bit, but that's okay, because I feel like when the cards take time to come out, I feel like it also goes with the reading as a message, as this is something that's going to take you time to see and to realize and to work through. And I feel like that goes back with this Ten of Pentacles, where it's just something that's going to take time. Sometimes you feel like you're moving forward and then you're moving back, but it's still, I feel it's a forward progression. And we have the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. And that is about self-expression, about being yourself, about speaking your truth, about you coming out of your shell, about you being who you really feel that you are, and surrounding yourself with people that love you for exactly the way that you are, that you're not trying to change for other people or be the way people want you to be, that you're being you and you're surrounding yourself with those people that love you and appreciate you exactly the way that you are. And I think that's, you know, that's very important, that we surround ourselves with people that are accepting of the way that we are. All right, and then I'm going to get the wisdom of the oracle, and we have time to go. Time to go, time to move. She's on the path. She's walking towards this door. She's having that progression, like time to move forward, not being stuck in the past and being able to move forward. And we have clean it up, which is, right, dusting and getting rid of that negativity, getting rid of those negative things, whether it's that thoughts about ourselves or surrounding ourselves with people or situations that trigger us or make us feel less than, or those that make us feel like we're not good enough the way that we are. We're getting rid of those because we have the power to do that, right? You have the power to make the choices for the people that you surround yourself and for the people that you don't surround yourself with, and that if you need to give that distance between you and someone else because it's not working for you, then that's okay. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.